Today we're going to talk about bringing Sims back to life. You may not have known this, but there are actually a few ways to resurrect a dead Sim in The Sims 4, and today I'm going to teach you how. This ranges from simple things like just pleading to the Grim Reaper, all the way down to crafting ambrosia, which takes maxing like 3 different skills. I'm gonna have to kill a lot of Sims today. Well, let's game, shall we? I'm breaking out the big guns for this. I believe that Stanley will be our resurrector. High maintenance, loves the outdoors, clumsy. I might regret this, but I'll keep it. Should we just like slowly take out the townies? Like I start in the land grab family. We eliminate Nancy, bring her back. Oh my god, what if I just eliminate Nancy and bring her back like 5 times? That might be the way to go. So this first option, like I said, is real simple. And I guess it's less about resurrecting Sims and more about like stopping their death. But you know, say for example, Nancy Landgrab has been swarmed by flies. And it's so sad because Nancy is your best friend. Before the Grim Reaper takes her, you can come plead for Nancy. Oh, this is what I get for using a mod to kill her. Oh no, now she's gone. Shoot! Wait, hang on. I made a big mistake. Okay, well, I'll need her ghost for something later. Okay, never mind. Suppose your best friend, Jeffrey Landgrab, has died. He's starved to death. Grim doesn't appear to be in any rush. Buddy. And it still says plead for Nancy. I might have broken the game. This is not off to a good start. Grim. Well, I'm currently pleading for Nancy. Nancy Landgrab is truly gone after Stanley's ardent appeal fell on death's deaf ears. Right. So that does work sometimes. You might not believe me, but it does. Let's try this one again, shall we? So before the Grim Reaper has a chance to steal your best friend, you plead for them. We have a pretty high relationship, so I feel like it might work. Oh dear, it didn't work. Okay, well, it works sometimes. I literally just had this work in my Let's Play. My Sim pleaded for her dad, who died of old age, and the Grim Reaper said yes, it was fine. So it does work, but I'm gonna let Jeffrey die anyway. Come on. No rush. I will need his ghost at some point, so we might as well leave him. This next one requires a little bit of prep work on your part, and it's a lot harder. You have to both max the writing skill and complete the best-selling author aspiration, but once you've done that, you can write a book of life. You have to write this before the Sim dies and bind it to them, kind of like a voodoo doll. So like, say I don't want Nancy to die. I love, for some reason, Nancy Landgrab. I think she's great. Again, don't know why, but I want to save Nancy. So before she dies, I can use a mod to cheat the aspiration complete. Or, you know, you could do it the right way. But once you finish the aspiration, you earn this trait, Poetic. Stanley can write stories that truly bring Sims to life, is the reward trait. And so now that he's maxed the writing skill, you can use a computer to write the book of life. Like I said, this is not gonna be easy. It will take you some time. And you can write as many of these as you want. So if you wanted to like write a book of life for each person in your family, you totally could do that. I don't know if they can use it on themselves though. I've never actually tried that. You need to calm down. We get it. Jeffrey's dead. It's so sad. You're gonna have to get used to that today, buddy. It's just a fact. Nancy is distracting me as I'm trying to save her life. What an achievement. Stanley has finished writing an entire book. Okay, well, I'm not gonna publish it. Capture Epic Saga. So I'll bind this one to Nancy. I'm not up to anything suspicious at all. They're both crying. They're both laying in bed crying. Okay, so Stanley has recorded Nancy Landgrab in the Book of Life. Now, if Nancy dies, should be able to use it on her. Let's find out. Death by lightning. Sure. Is she gonna get struck in the house? Oh my god, she is. Oh, that is extremely unfortunate. I mean, what are the chances of that? Right through the ceiling and everything. Whew. Would not want to be her. Should I plead for her? No, I shouldn't. Watch, it would work this time. That was too close from being near a lightning strike, yeah. Okay, so now that she's dead, did he put the book away? The Book of Life. What is wrong with you? I need that. We can summon Nancy. He put it away again. Buddy. And then read Nancy Landgrab's epic tale. This doesn't appear to be working as I imagined it would. Is that her? Oh, Nancy, come on. You need to get up. Okay, let's try this again. Read Nancy Landgrab's epic tale. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. She has to use it on herself. Duh. I'm sitting here just reading about her. She's not epic. She's Nancy Landgrab. Okay, she uses it on herself. So the answer is yes, you can use it on yourself. Maybe I'm not so qualified to make this video. To be fair, I've never done this before. I use ambrosia a lot. This one, not so familiar with. Well, I believe she's done it. Stop putting the book away. It doesn't work. That book's only worth 58 simoleons. You're meant to bring someone back to life with that, and you're telling me it's worth 58 simoleons. So one thing it can do, if they read the book themselves, they get this Nancy is invigorated by an epic tale thing, and it fills all of their motives. No, why doesn't it work? Oh my god. Okay, I reloaded the lot. Let's see if it works this time. Perhaps? You know what? Try this at your own risk. This is not a good method. I have so far shown you 2 bad methods, but there is one surefire method, and that is ambrosia. This is probably the hardest one, but it's the one that I've done the most. It requires a lot of skill building and a lot of gathering of ingredients. So you're gonna need to max the regular cooking skill and the gourmet cooking skill to unlock the ambrosia recipe. But you're also gonna need some high fishing skill and some high gardening skill because you have to get a death flower, which you can do by splicing some things together. You need to find an angelfish that you can fish up in Willow Creek, and you need to buy a potion of youth, which is something that you can buy from the rewards store, 1,500 points. And then you use all those things to craft the ambrosia. The dead sim eats it, they come back to life. There is a small way around this. There are some very kind souls on the Sims 4 gallery that have uploaded ambrosia, so you might be able to just get some off the gallery if you want, and it'll still work. If you just search it, you might find someone has uploaded the ingredients. You might just find the ambrosia, and you can literally just place it, and that's it. That's the stuff. You can also sell it for a pretty hefty amount if you're interested, but this will work. If Nancy eats this, she will come back to life. Unlike the stupid Book of Life, which doesn't work, you can have them sit down and eat the ambrosia. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's magic. And she is human again. Now that's pretty good if you're like in a pinch. Maybe your sim died and you really didn't want them to die and you like want them back immediately, you know. That's a good way to just do it, basically with cheats. If you don't want to use cheats, I'm gonna show you how. So like I said, step 1 is you gotta master the cooking skills. Right now, Stanley only has level 1, so you better get cooking to max them, or you could use a mod to max them right here. That's regular cooking skill. And keep in mind, you also need to master the gourmet cooking skill. Level 10 of that one too. And with both of those, we should have unlocked the recipe for ambrosia. Now we're gonna need to get gardening. So you need to get the death flower. And to do that, you have to splice an orchid and a pomegranate plant together. You can get pomegranates in 2 ways. You can either splice an apple and a cherry tree together, or you could fish one up in Sylvan Glade. That's that like hidden world in Willow Creek. You can also probably get a pomegranate off the gallery in the same way as the ambrosia, but we're gonna do it the real way. Oh my God, they're out of season. I didn't think this one through. Okay, we gotta put these under the cover so they continue to grow even out of season. Okay, so I have an apple and I have a cherry tree. With a high enough gardening skill, you'll be able to take a cutting from one of them. So I'm gonna take a cutting from this cherry tree. I did it too many times and I ruined it. I killed the plant. So remember, the pomegranate comes from splicing the apple and the cherries together. In general, apples are pretty easy to come by. You can get them just from like the seed packets. There are a lot of cherry trees in Oasis Springs, so you have to look around. You'll find lots of cherries and lemons. I think I'm only seeing lemons over here, but I'm pretty sure that this neighborhood will have some cherry trees. Of course, none of them are grown, because why would they be? Cherry tree. Okay, wild cherry tree. I told you there'd be some over here. So obviously it'll take some waiting around for them to grow, which is probably the most annoying part. Like if you don't live in this neighborhood, it's gonna take forever until they're grown. But once you have that spliced garden shoot, you'll be able to graft it onto your apple tree. Like I said, it's a process. Splice of life. We got a new plant through grafting. This thing will now grow apples, pomegranates, and cherries. Now you have to do the same thing to get orchids. So you're gonna need a lily and a snapdragon, and that's gonna give you the orchid. I already have a snapdragon. I do not have a lily. Okay, cool. Those are pretty common flowers to find though. You'll find snapdragons all over Willow Creek. Same with the lilies. I think you might even be able to get them from seed packets. I didn't have any luck with that, but they're easy to find in public, so it should be okay. And really all we need to do is take a cutting from it, so it should be fine. Going to work? No. I'm trying to bring someone back to life. I'm a bit busy. Strawberry. Snapdragon. Well, there you go. That's one of them. Lily. Oh, easy. I'm gonna harvest this and also take a cutting from it because we need to splice her. Graft this spliced garden shoot. And now this snapdragon, orchid, and lily. Now the annoying part is you have to wait until both of those grow, get the pomegranate, get the orchid, splice them together, then get the death flower. I might fertilize these guys. There's a cherry tree right here. Oh, here we go. I don't think that there's anything in there we can harvest yet that we actually need, so I'll let them sit for a little bit longer. See, I'm not seeing any of the good stuff, just the snapdragons and lilies. Now we're gonna try and catch the angelfish while we wait. Angelfish is also hard to come by. You can catch it in this beach area in Willow Creek. If you have any bass or any frogs, those are good to use as bait for catching the angelfish. Oh, irrational hatred for the sun. Right, yeah, I agree. Anyway, you should be able to catch the angelfish over here. I don't know what skill level you need. I'd aim high though, just in case. It won't hurt to start early, you know? Oh, caught a bass. I'm gonna use the bass as bait. Cross my fingers. No. That's a catfish. Like I said, this is not gonna be a fast task. I got a camera and a lump of clay. From what I'm reading, it sounds like everywhere in Newcrest, Forgotten Hollow, Brindleton Bay, and Sulani also have angelfish, but I've always just gone right here, I guess because base game, best game. I got a voodoo doll. No angelfish, but a voodoo doll. Cowplant berry. Now that's not gonna help bring a sim back to life, but it will kill someone, so it just depends what your priorities are. I caught another bass. It didn't work as bait. I didn't get what I wanted. Okay, well, I'm using frogs as bait. Oh my god. Who are you? I got excited because I heard the new noise and it was an apple. Oh my god, he got it. Oh, thank you. Finally. God, that was horrible. We got the angelfish. Took him like 3 days straight of fishing, but we did get it. I had him harvest, but we did not get anything we needed. They recently nerfed this so that it's a lot rarer to get the spliced things from the plants. I guess it's not recent either. This happened like when seasons came out and they changed how plants work. But it might take you a few days to get your first pomegranate or your first orchid. But once you do have them, obviously you're gonna splice them together. And then after lots and lots of progress, you'll eventually get the death flower. Why did I just plant it? Oh my god, that was so dumb of me. I needed to use that as an ingredient. Now I have to wait for it to grow again. What is wrong with me? Forget it. No. I'm getting one off the gallery. That's horrible. Okay, well, once you get your death flower, don't plant it. Do buy your potion of youth with your 1500 points. And then you have your angelfish, your death flower, the potion of youth. You can cook the ambrosia. Nobody said this was gonna be easy. Hangnail from high maintenance trait. After everything we've been through, Stanley, I just... Okay, so you cook a gourmet meal, scroll down to the bottom, ambrosia will be an option. You'll see it requires the angelfish, the potion of youth, and the death flower, which we have. He's currently making some bread. It's fine, we're not busy. And boom, there you have it. Or you could have just gotten it off the gallery. It's actually kind of fun trying to craft, but it definitely takes a long time. Like to max all those skills and to do all the grafting and like not cheat takes forever. But then you could feed it to Nancy and she'll come back to life. There is actually a way with spellcasters, if you have Realm of Magic, to bring Sims back to life. Your Sims can learn the de-deathify spell. That is the official term. And they can bring Sims back to life with it. Another weird one, if you have romantic garden stuff, there's a wishing well. I love this thing. It's really funny. But if you have a ghost in your family, they can actually wish for life on the wishing well. Now, I've never had luck with this. Never once. You can wish for a lot of things like happiness, a child, skills, simoleons, romance, and sometimes they're funny. Like I wished for a child once and it just put a sim in my household. It just gave me a kid, a random one. I wished for romance once. It can do things like make you flirty, but another time it just made a sim that I was dating. Poof. So those are all options, but you can go wish for life. You'll have better luck if you give the thing money. I did not give it money, so wish not granted. Just because Jeffrey is a ghost doesn't mean he can't appreciate the value of a simoleon. And that one, the one he just threw down there in the bottom of the creepy well, appears to have been wasted. Not even a ghost would dare lower themselves in to retrieve it. Burning to death? Oh, I should let him. Don't go inside. Don't go inside. Stay. Go here. Stay. Stay. I need another ghost. This is perfect. Oh my god, is he gonna age up? No, he went inside. Man. Happy birthday. Sorry about everything. It said I made a wish recently. If I got a second wishing well, would it know that I made a wish recently? Yeah, the game is smart. Make an offering of 5,000 simoleons. What a highly generous offering. The Whispering Wishing Well is most pleased. Okay, let's try that again then. Wish for life. Oh, that wasn't quite what Jeffrey wished for, but the new ingredient that popped into existence in his inventory ought to help. With a few more ingredients and a dash of cooking skill, that gave me an angelfish? I spent so long trying to... That's so annoying. I'm gonna try this one more time. Oh! Oh my god, it worked. Well, that was easy. Pay to win. All you need to do is give the well 5,000 simoleons. Okay. Huh. He's back. You know, this video was a little bit less tutorial-y than I thought it was gonna be. I did come in here pretty well prepared, or so I thought. Didn't expect the Book of Life to not work. I suppose me using mods to kill my Sims probably didn't help. But there are a few ways to bring your Sims back to life, and those first three are all base game. Obviously, the well comes with a pack. and the spellcaster stuff comes from a pack. But the ambrosia, you don't need a pack to do that. That just is in the game. When I was Googling this to see if there are any ways that I missed, cause like, I don't know everything. For example, I have never brought a sim back to life with a spellcaster. I don't play with those very often. So I was Googling to see if I didn't forget any. And I saw a lot of people on like Reddit being like, help me, my sim just died. I didn't want them to. How do I get them back? Can I turn off death in The Sims 4? And I felt bad. So perhaps you didn't know you could do this and you have a long lost sim that you wish could return. Or maybe you want to kill a sim for fun and bring him back to life. That's always an option too. I've done that lots of times. But either way, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And on that note, I'm gonna go. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye everybody. This took me so much longer than I was planning on. I'm like kind of embarrassed. It was the angelfish. Why did it take so long to get an angelfish?